Hello Gemini and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. This is your money, career and finance reading for the month of August. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave those messages behind that are not for you. But let's jump into it with the Rose Oracles. When I was shuffling the cards, two cards came out for you, very beautiful ones. Number one is the rose without thorns. You have the right to your joy, peace, sweetness of life. And you also have here the grandmothers. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. So let's see what does this mean for you from a money career perspective. So you have here this combination that is kind of telling you some kind of a deeply supportive and liberating message, because it suggests that you are entering or being invited into a phase of your career growth, one that is more aligned, more joyful, and rooted in your personal truth and ancestral wisdom. So let's break it down. The rose without a thorn, it's beautiful, because this is all about, imagine a rose which is beautiful, smells good, and there's no thorns to protect it, meaning you can just get it easily and you can enjoy it. So what this means, that you kind of reminded that your career path doesn't have to be a battlefield. You are allowed to pursue success with ease and grace, creativity and pleasure. You might have been in an environment where stress, conflict, or hassle was normalized, but it's time for you to rewrite that narrative. This could mean that you are leaving a toxic work behind, an environment that you are not enjoying. You might be choosing roles, projects that are light you up rather than drain you. And you might be embracing a career where your gifts come naturally and you are celebrated who you are, not just what you produce. So it's a beautiful energy. I love the rose without thorn card. Now the grandmothers is really focusing on your roots, right? It connects your journey to your lineage, legacy, long-term purpose. You are not building your path alone. You have wisdom, you have spiritual guidance, your ancestors are watching you, trying to help you on your way. So you might need to reconnect with your past, what shaped you, your upbringing, the values, the mentors, or even the cultural background that you came from. And you need to look at the bigger picture and trust in the larger meanings and whatever is meant to happen. So moving into a work that might be more soulful, sustainable, and interconnected rather than a fast-paced and fragmented. But definitely invites you to trust divine timing as well, because even if the progress might feel unclear, the universe is helping you to put together a meaningful career story. So you're definitely encouraged to trust the process and find something or create something that feels really joyful. Some of you might be thinking about a creative or healing professions, soul-aligned entrepreneurship, education, storytelling, cultural or ancestral work with women, elders, or community-focused missions, and remote or flexible, intuition-driven roles. So let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Page of Pentacles. So pages can be younger people or children, or they might bring you some kind of an update, a message, an offer. And this one is very reliable one from that perspective, that you need to hold on to it. So some of you might be getting a news, an offer from the financial perspective that you might need to look at it with and consider it. Some of you might be learning something, because this is like the a student who kind of like very diligent. So some of you might be in a learning process of something. The first card of your reading is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of joy, celebration, happiness, getting together with family, getting together with people that you enjoy being with. It can be co-workers as well. It can be definitely brings back that grandmother energy of connecting with the roots, connecting with the past as well, connecting with our history, especially this depiction of the Three of Cups. So definitely the ancestral roots and the grandmothers might be very important people, but also working in a community, a community setting might be very important. The next card of your reading is the Nine of Wands, which is the card of the wounded soldier. Somebody who's been through a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties. Maybe there's kind of intergenerational challenges as well that might be showing up here with that grandmother's card and the Nine of Wands. And some of you are pretty much ready to give up that fight what you've been doing, right? Because if you remember, we kind of talked about with that rose without a thorn, that the work doesn't have to be a battlefield. And you have here somebody who's been on the battle many times. So what this card is actually encouraging you, do not give up. Do not give up. You need to continue the fight. You need to continue to fight for whatever you want, whatever your goal, whatever your dream is, because you are very close to it. You can see it, you can smell it, you can taste it, and you just need to grab it. Just 1 or 2 steps that you need to make in order to achieve it. You also have here the Page of Cups. So it's another page, might be a younger person, children, especially that we have these 2 pages. Some of you might be working with children, or maybe you have some people that are immature around you. Now this page is all about this, the dreams, the creativity, and very much focusing on like dreaming something into the world. But it can bring some kind of an offer. It can be some kind of a surprise offer that might be coming in. Now with these 2 pages, it's very interesting to see that they're very different. The Page of Cups, we talked about that, very dreamy and likes to kind of like very creative. And then you have here the Page of Pentacles, who is like very down to earth, very realistic and goal oriented. So it might be that some of you need to kind of balance these two sides of you in terms of how much you dream, how much you focus on dreaming, and how realistic you are. Your reading continues with the Death card, which indicates a major transformation, a major change in your life. Practically all it says that something is naturally coming to an end, and a chapter is ending and a new one is beginning. What's really important here, how you are approaching that change, because change can be many things. Some of you are ending a job, some of you are, your job is changing, some of you are leaving something behind, and with that sun in the back, there's something new is coming. Now, as I said, very important how you're approaching this, because you might be excited, some of you might be afraid of it, some of you might be fighting it. And if you're fighting it, it's going to be a tough change. So very important to embrace this change, to accept this change, whatever it might bring you. And you might not see where it is going, because you have here the Justice, right? Like she is blindfolded. But she's also about balance, harmony, balancing many aspects of our lives, balancing our feelings, emotions, money, career, everything. So some of you trying to balance your life. This can bring you also a legal document, a contract in, right? You might getting the news about suddenly a news about a contract after you've been pretty much like pretty exhausted, and it brings you joy, happiness, and that change that you've been wanting. Now some of you might be going through some legal process, some legal battles as well. Maybe connected to some inheritance in terms of that grandmother or ancestry things. Maybe there's a legal battle for that. But with the justice, you can expect that a just and fair decision is going to be made. Now let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you. And you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you'll push those like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget about the comments. Put in the comments how this reading is resonating with you. Where are you watching from? And put in some positive affirmations. For example, that I'm able to balance my life easily and effortlessly. You can put in that I am achieving all of the goals that I want. And you can also put in that I am embracing the change that's happening for my benefit. So the next card of your reading is the Seven of Pentacles, which is a card of assessing something that you put a lot of effort into, and you've been kind of wondering whether it is worth continuing or whether you should go into a brand new direction. Some of you put a lot of effort into a project, a job, a company, a business, and you've been kind of wondering, is it worth continuing, or is there a different path I have to choose? And also there's some very slow progress, whatever that brings in. The next card of your reading is the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups, it's a court card, so can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This queen is the Queen of Hearts, feelings and emotions, and her and other people's feelings are very important for her. She's very empathetic. So it can be somebody who likes to help people. Some of you need to take a leadership position where your empathy might be very important, but again, it might be a creative or some kind of a healing profession as well that might be very important for some of you. Some of you might be writing a book. And now you also have here the Empress, which is beautiful because this is a card of long-term stability, long-term abundance, and creativity. It brings new opportunities into your life that will help you to achieve that long-term stability that you are looking for. Now at the bottom of the deck, you do have here the Five of Swords, which is kind of brings back that battlefield theme into the conversation. Like this can indicate like internal conflict at work, conflict with the family about the inheritance. What's really important here that this is the kind of energy where everybody is just in it to win it, and they're just looking out for their own interest, and there's no collaboration and there's no conversation and communication. So very important, and it's very encouraged to have better communication when this card is coming up, because what this card is encouraging you to ask, is it worth to win at all costs? Because sometimes you might be able to be the winner of this case or situation, but you might actually end up paying a very, very high price for it. So very important to think about it. Now from this deck, what we have here for you is the Sovereign, which is pretty much Empress energy, governing your own life, in charge, rise to the top, leadership, freedom, lifestyle. So there's definitely some of you might be getting into a leadership opportunity, taking a lead on something, or starting your own business, but there's definitely strong leadership and abundance energies that are in this reading. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.